Hello and welcome to the explainer on National Education Policy 2020. The Union Cabinet has recently approved the National Education Policy 2020. This will bring large-scale transformational reforms in both school and higher education sectors. This will replace the 34-year-old National Policy on Education 1986. It aims at achieving the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, which says ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by 2030. Coming to historical background, based on reports and recommendation of Dr. D.S. Kothari Commission, the Indira Gandhi government introduced the first national policy on education in 1968. The 42nd Constitutional Amendment of 1976 transferred education from state list to concurrent list. In 1986, the government led by Rajiv Gandhi introduced a new national policy on education. In 1992, the National Policy on Education 1986 was modified. The T.S.R. Subramaniam Committee or Committee for Evolution of New Education Policy submitted its report on 27th May 2016. Padma Vibhushan Dr. K. Kasturirangan Committee submitted its report on 31st May 2019, which became the Draft National Education Policy 2019. This was put in the public domain by the MHRD, and after considering 2 lakh suggestions, National Education Policy 2020 was formulated. Coming to major reforms, the Ministry of Human Resource and Development MHRD will be redesignated as Ministry of Education. The gross enrollment ratio in higher education, including vocational education, to be increased from 26.3% to 50% by 2035. The public investment in education sector to reach 6% of GDP at the earliest. Coming to important highlights in school education sector. In school education, the existing 10+2 structure of school education corresponding to age group 6 to 16 and 16 to 18 will be replaced by a new structure 5+3+3+4 corresponding to age group 3 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14 and 14 to 18. Currently, children in the age group of 3 to 6 are not covered in the 10+2 structure, but the new system will bring them under school curriculum. This stage is recognized as crucial because 85% of child cumulative brain development occurs prior to the age of 6. So, the new curriculum will have 12 years of schooling with 3 years of preschooling. NCERT will develop a national curricular and pedagogical framework for early childhood care and education for the children up to the age of 8. Planning and implementation of early childhood care and education will be done by Ministry of HRD, Women and Child Development, Health and Family Welfare and Tribal Affairs. In the new system, students will have increased flexibility and choice of subjects. No rigid separations between arts and science, curricular and extracurricular activities, between vocational and academic streams. Vocational education will start in school from 6th grade and will include internships. The NCERT to develop National Curricular Framework for School Education. Mother tongue, local language or regional language will be medium of instruction at least till grade 5. Sanskrit to be offered at all levels of school and higher education as an option. No language will be imposed on any student. Foreign languages will be offered at secondary level. Indian Sign Language will be standardized across the country for students with hearing impairment. Coming to assessment reforms, there will be competency-based assessment to test higher order skills like analysis, critical thinking and conceptual clarity. School examinations in grades 3, 5 and 8 will be conducted by appropriate authority. Board exams for the grades 10 and 12 will be continued. National Assessment Center or PARAK Performance Assessment, Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development will be set up as a standard setting body. A 360-degree holistic and multi-directional progress card will track students' progress for achieving learning outcomes. Coming to important highlights in the higher education sector, gross enrollment ratio in higher education including vocational education to be increased from 26.3% to 50% by 2035. 3.5 crore new seats will be added to higher education institutions. The undergraduate education will have flexible curricula, creative combination of subjects, integration of vocational education and multiple entry and exit points with appropriate certification. Certificate will be awarded after 1 year, advanced diploma after 2 years, bachelor's degree after 3 years and bachelor's degree with research after 4 years. The MPhil program shall be discontinued. An academic bank of credit will be created for digitally storing the academic credits. Multidisciplinary education and research universities at the level of IITs and IIMs to be set up as models. The National Research Foundation will be created as an apex body for strong research culture and building research capacity across higher education. Higher Education Commission of India will be set up as a single umbrella body for entire higher education, excluding medical and legal education. This will have 4 verticals: National Higher Education Regulatory Council for Regulation, General Education Council for Standard Setting, Higher Education Grants Council for Funding and National Accreditation Council for Accreditation. Affiliation of colleges to be phased out in 15 years and stage-wise mechanism is to be established for granting graded autonomy to colleges. The present complex nomenclature like deemed to be university, affiliating technical university, unitary university shall be replaced simply by university on fulfilling the criteria as per norms. Coming to teacher education, National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education will be formulated by the National Council of Teacher Education in consultation with the NCERT. By 2030, minimum degree qualification for teaching will be a 4-year integrated BEd degree. Indian Institute of Translation and Interpretation, National Institute for Pali, Persian and Prakrit will be set up. Sanskrit and other language departments will be strengthened. Mother tongue or local language will be used as medium of instruction in higher education programs. Internationalization of education will be facilitated through both institutional collaborations and student-faculty mobility. The center and state will work together to increase the public investment in education sector to reach 6% of GDP at the earliest. The current public expenditure on education in India has been around 4.43% of the GDP. Coming to the outcomes of National Education Policy, universalization of education from early childhood care and education to secondary education by 2030, aligning with the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, attaining foundational learning and numeracy skills through National Mission by 2025, 100% gross enrollment ratio in preschool to secondary level by 2030, bringing back 2 crore out of school children, inclusive and equitable education by 2030. Board exams will test core concepts and application of knowledge. And most importantly, common standards of learning in public and private schools. So, what do you think about the national education policy? Do let me know in the comment section.